Did you know that the average American owes over $90,000 in debt? That's not just from credit cards, it includes student loans, car loans, and even mortgages. In fact, nearly 80% of people are living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt without a clear way out. But what if I told you that the path to financial freedom is closer than you think? In this video, we'll reveal how you can live debt-free, break free from financial stress, and start building real wealth. We'll show you surprising strategies that don't just help you pay off your debt, they help you grow your money for the long term. You'll learn how to shift your mindset from debt prisoner to wealth builder, why cash flow is your secret weapon, and how small changes can lead to big financial results. Ready to take control of your future? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The hidden costs of debt. Why it's more than just interest. Debt isn't just a number on a statement. It's a silent force that can hold you back from your financial freedom. The obvious cost of debt is interest, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Debt also takes a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. Studies have shown that financial stress can lead to anxiety, depression, and even relationship issues. A 2020 report from the American Psychological Association found that 73% of Americans reported feeling stressed about money at some point, and a lot of that stress is due to carrying debt. On top of that, being in debt limits your options. For instance, if you're buried in credit card debt, you can't take advantage of opportunities to invest in something valuable. You might miss out on buying stocks at a great price, or worse, skip an investment opportunity that could grow your wealth. Living with debt can feel like being in a cage, where you're constantly making minimum payments without truly getting ahead. But there's a surprising twist. Debt actually hampers your ability to think long-term. When you're constantly focused on paying off bills, you stop seeing the big picture of financial freedom and wealth building. Warren Buffett once said, "The first rule of investing is don't lose money. The second rule is don't forget rule number 1. When you have debt, it becomes hard to follow those rules because you're always chasing the next paycheck instead of focusing on building lasting wealth." In fact, debt often makes it difficult to stay patient in investing. Instead of putting your money into low-cost index funds or value investments that could generate wealth over time, you end up paying off high-interest credit card balances. This cycle only pushes you further away from financial success. Chapter 2. The value investing mindset. Debt is your enemy, but you can beat it. Value investing isn't just about buying stocks. It's a mindset that can change your approach to life, especially when it comes to debt. Value investing teaches us to focus on long-term growth and investing in assets that are undervalued today but have enormous potential down the road. Imagine applying that same strategy to your personal finances. Paying down high-interest debt is your first step toward an undervalued financial future. The key here is patience. Value investing requires a long-term view. Debt, on the other hand, can make you impatient, forcing you into quick fixes. Paying down debt, especially credit card debt, is like buying a stock that's consistently dropping in value. It doesn't seem exciting, but over time, your portfolio, or in this case, your finances, will improve. So, how can you start shifting your mindset? First, look at your debts like a financial liability, just like you would view a poor investment in the stock market. Once you treat debt as a serious obstacle, you'll begin seeking solutions. One approach is to pay off the highest interest debt first, a strategy often called the avalanche method. By tackling your most expensive debt, you'll minimize the interest you pay over time, freeing up cash for better investments. Another strategy is the snowball method, where you pay off the smallest debt first. This can help build momentum and give you the psychological boost needed to keep going. Regardless of the method, the goal is the same: start thinking like a value investor and eliminate liabilities that eat away at your wealth. Chapter 3. The Debt-Free Revolution. How smart investors are breaking free. Debt-free living isn't just a dream, it's a reality for many investors who have made smart financial decisions. People like Dave Ramsey, who famously teaches financial literacy through his baby steps, have shown that getting out of debt is the first step toward true wealth. His principle of live like no one else today so that you can live like no one else tomorrow has inspired thousands to take control of their financial futures. But it's not just about paying off debt, it's about creating a financial system that works for you. The debt-free revolution is all about freeing up your money to invest in opportunities that will appreciate over time. If you're stuck paying off debt, you're not building that long-term wealth. In fact, research from the National Bureau of Economic Research shows that individuals who focus on paying off debt early are more likely to invest successfully later on. They have more disposable income, allowing them to put money into assets like real estate, stocks, and bonds. Without debt, you can focus on what matters, growing your wealth and securing your financial future. A great example of this is Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's business partner. Munger famously avoids borrowing money to finance investments. Why? Because he believes debt limits his ability to make rational, unemotional decisions. The less debt you carry, the more opportunities you have to invest in undervalued stocks or buy assets that will pay dividends in the long run. The debt-free revolution isn't just a financial strategy, it's a lifestyle choice. Smart investors understand that living debt-free gives them flexibility. When you don't have payments tying you down, you have the freedom to take calculated risks, which is the essence of value investing. The sooner you clear your debt, the sooner you can shift your focus to wealth-building strategies like reinvesting dividends, buying real estate, and starting your own business. By eliminating your debt, you're not just avoiding interest payments. You're creating space for growth and opportunity. Every dollar you save by being debt-free is a dollar that can be reinvested in your future. So start today. Begin by cutting unnecessary expenses and directing that money toward paying off your high-interest debts. Before you know it, you'll be on the path to true financial freedom. Your journey will be hard at times, but the payoff is worth it. With patience, discipline, and a commitment to living debt-free, you'll experience the satisfaction that comes with knowing you're in control of your financial future. If you're finding these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on building wealth and living debt-free. Chapter 4. The Power of Cash Flow. Investing your way out of debt. Cash flow is the lifeblood of any investment strategy. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, it can feel impossible to build wealth. But the key to breaking free from debt is shifting your focus from paying bills to building cash flow. Investing in assets that generate income, like dividend-paying stocks or rental properties, can create a steady stream of cash flow that you can use to pay off debt and reinvest in more wealth-building opportunities. One of the most powerful ways to build cash flow is by reinvesting your earnings. For example, when you invest in stocks that pay dividends, those dividends can be used to purchase more shares, increasing your overall earnings over time. Albert Einstein famously called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. When you combine cash flow with compound interest, you can see how wealth can grow exponentially. The goal is to create a positive feedback loop. For instance, if you have rental properties, the rent payments can cover your mortgage, and any excess cash can go toward paying down credit card debt. Or, if you're invested in dividend stocks, those payouts can be reinvested to buy more income-producing assets. If you're still in debt, think about how your cash flow can help you chip away at it. By prioritizing investments that pay you regularly, you'll eventually build up enough cash flow to cover your living expenses without relying on debt. A good example is a classic strategy used by successful investors: rental real estate. Studies from the National Association of Realtors show that 90% of the world's millionaires have created wealth through real estate. This is because rental properties not only provide consistent cash flow but also appreciate in value over time, providing a dual benefit. Chapter 5. Debt-free living and the compound effect. A hidden wealth generator. Living debt-free isn't just about eliminating liabilities. It's also about setting yourself up for wealth growth using the compound effect. When you free yourself from debt, you gain the ability to put money into investments that can multiply over time. The magic happens when you put money into assets that appreciate or pay you back, like stocks, bonds, or real estate. The compound effect works best when you start early. For example, if you invest $100 a month in a stock that earns 7% per year, you'll have nearly $1,200 after 10 years, without any extra contributions. The more you invest, the more you'll see this effect take hold. When you're debt-free, every dollar you save or invest is working for you, not against you. Here's the kicker: compound interest is most powerful when you give it time. Think of it like planting a tree. In the beginning, it's slow. But once it takes root, it starts growing faster and faster. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful value investors, grew his wealth using this exact principle. In fact, 99% of Buffett's wealth came after he turned 50, proving that time and compounding can make all the difference. The best part? The earlier you start, the less you need to save. A study from the financial planning firm Morningstar found that saving just $200 a month starting at age 25 can lead to more wealth than saving $1,000 a month starting at age 40, assuming an average return rate. Being debt-free allows you to take advantage of this principle by investing every dollar you save rather than using it to pay down interest. But remember, the compound effect isn't just about money, it's about time and patience. The longer you wait, the more power your money has to work for you. Chapter 6. Breaking the Chains. How Financial Freedom Trumps Debt-Fueled Living. Financial freedom is the ultimate goal. It's about having the power to make decisions based on what truly matters to you, rather than being tied down by debt. Once you've eliminated debt, you can focus on building wealth, creating opportunities, and living life on your terms. The first step toward financial freedom is paying off high-interest debts, such as credit cards. According to a 2023 study by the Federal Reserve, nearly 70% of American households carry credit card debt, with interest rates averaging 19%. Paying off this kind of debt can free up a substantial amount of money each month, which you can then use to invest in wealth-building assets. After you've eliminated high-interest debt, it's time to move on to other liabilities like student loans, auto loans, and mortgages. Consider refinancing your mortgage to get a lower interest rate or paying off smaller loans to free up cash flow. Every step you take toward eliminating debt puts you closer to financial freedom, where your money works for you, not the other way around. One key element of financial freedom is the ability to take risks. When you have no debt hanging over you, you can invest in opportunities with higher returns, like starting a business or investing in stocks. Historically, the stock market has provided an average return of about 7% per year, but you won't see those gains if you're still stuck paying off credit card debt with interest rates as high as 20%. Another important aspect is the freedom to live life on your terms. Living debt-free allows you to make decisions that align with your values. For example, if you love traveling, having no debt gives you the flexibility to take time off work or pursue passions without worrying about a financial burden. Finally, the benefits of being debt-free go beyond just money. It can improve your health, relationships, and peace of mind. When you're not stressed about bills, you can focus on building the life you want. As Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, famously said, "The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them." The sooner you break free from debt, the sooner you can start making money work for you. Being debt-free isn't just about numbers, it's about freedom. Freedom to invest in what matters, freedom to create opportunities, and freedom to live the life you want. And the best part? Once you've paid off your debt and started investing, that freedom only continues to grow. If you found these tips valuable, don't forget to subscribe for more advice on how to live debt-free and build lasting wealth.